Right, I take it, are you guys happy and confident with sighting and levelling your caravan?
Yes.
You're happy with all that? So you know if you're levelling it left to right, to level it off the wheels, not off the legs?
Yeah.
Yeah? Fantastic, fantastic. We'll move on. Right, I'll start with the front end then. So your first one is your Alco hitch.
Yeah.
Obviously it's grease-free and dirt-free tow ball. Just make sure your tow ball's all nice and clean, otherwise the friction pads won't do their job.
Yeah.
Next one underneath is obviously your main hitch, and then obviously your breakaway cable. Handbrake on this one is as simple as handbrake off, handbrake on.
Right.
Easy as that.
Yeah.
What you will find with this style of handbrake, if you are on a slight downhill or an uphill slope, it will automatically pull on itself more. So don't be alarmed if your handbrake's all the way up here, it's just because you're on a slope and it
Yeah.
needs to be.
Okay.
And then obviously jockey wheel, which will be the same function. 13 pin. Got 13 pin on the car?
Oh, right, okay. No, we haven't. We'll need a pigtail.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we'll sort you out an adapter and things for that. And ATC. Now, have you heard of the ATC before?
No.
No. So what the ATC is, it's a computerised stability control on the trailer.
Right.
So what it does, if you start to snake or anything, it automatically applies the brakes on the caravan to stabilise it for you.
Okay.
Now, as long as you've got the right power source on the car, because if you've got the one socket or the two? Two, that's right, fine. As long as you get the adapter with the two, so you have one for the black, one for the grey,
Yeah.
into the one unit for that, and then it'll power the ATC. When we plug the ATC in, which I'll show you afterwards when we're hooking up, when you plug the ATC in, you'll hear the motor setting itself, the computer will align itself. You'll start off with a red light, and then it'll go to either a green solid or a green flashing. Now, green solid means it's set and ready to go. Green flashing means that it's still setting itself. So what you can do is just pull it down the road a couple of metres, stop, get out and have a look, and it should have gone to solid green then. And then you're set and you're ready to go.
Great.
I'll tell you about the other lights on it, but it shouldn't be anything you need to worry about for a few years. So there's a red flashing or a red solid light. Now, if you get either of them, first thing to try is just disconnect it from the car, leave it a few seconds, same as anything electrical, plug it back in again.
Yeah.
If you've tried that a couple of times and you're still getting red lights, it's then to check if the brakes are engaged on the caravan. If the brakes aren't engaged, you are safe to tow, but the AT system isn't working.
Right.
Sadly though, if the brakes are engaged, it's a no tow, it can't go anywhere. So then it's get on the phone to us and we'll figure out what's wrong with it.
Yeah.
Okay, but as I say, we tell you about the red lights just because we like to give you all the information, but it certainly shouldn't be anything that you need to worry about for
Great.
a while. Okay, happy with everything on the front then?
Yeah, yeah.
Lovely. Right, so obviously gas cupboard, built-in regulator, I don't know if that's similar to your old van.
Yes.
Yeah, so built-in regulator. The only thing I need to know off you is pigtail, because all this here, this is just what we use on the demonstration, but I just need to know what type of gas you use, and then I can get your pigtail fitted today, so you're ready to go.
Right, okay. Yeah, it's, we use the red propane, don't we?
Yeah, yeah, red balls, yeah, no worries else around. Obviously there is a shut off here, that's more there for the gas testers more than anything, so the easiest way to switch your gas on and off is just on the bottom,
Yeah.
directly on the top. So that's about it on the front end. Obviously I did hear about using the gas cupboard. Obviously you're fine to store stuff in here, but don't go storing anything heavy like your awning or anything in the front
Yeah.
end, because you will find it will affect the towing ability of your caravan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, happy with everything here?
Yeah, great.
Right, we'll move on round then. So, obviously 2 legs at the front are both on the 2 corners. Aldi heating. Have you had an Aldi heating system before? All singing, all dancing. It'll run on gas, electric, or gas and electric. That's the vent there. It just sits there and looks pretty. There's no cover to take off. There's nothing to change. It just does its job. So it sits there. Obviously, the only thing with that, obviously, if you have got the heating on flat out, a lot of heat comes out of it. So try not to lean anything up against the side of the van. Then,
Yeah,
so
okay.
especially if it's anything plastic, there won't be much left of it by the time you're finished. Right, water in that is just as easy as hold the trigger and pop it off. And then it just goes back on, clips back on, and that's it. And then obviously it's your water filter on the end of your pipe. So that's your water in that. So next down, we've got your 240 hookup.
Yeah.
And then also in there, we've got an external satellite feed in there, and then also your isolator key for your motor movers underneath there as well.
Yeah. Fab. Okay.
But I'll obviously, when we've done inside and everything, I'll show you the functions and we'll test the motor mover and everything before we finish up. And then obviously your brand new battery all in and fitted and everything ready.
Brilliant.
So, okay.
And the clips on. Yes.
Yeah, clips on, all done and dusted. So next one down is obviously the vents for your fridge.
Yeah.
Obviously if you do run it on gas, a lot of heat does come out of this side, but other than that, it's the same as your back of your fridge at home, it will expel heat out of the back of it.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going down. Well, I can shout, I don't mind. Right, then it's obviously your waste outlets.
Yeah.
So that's on the back end here. And then down to your lovely toilet. Have you had a flush tank on your toilets before?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's obviously the pink liquid in the top.
And water, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and then obviously the blue liquid in the bottom. Now, don't ask me why, but whoever owned this before, that's a pump for putting liquid in there. Don't ask me. Yeah,
Okay.
I pulled that face as well. So that's literally there, is so you can plug an external pump in and pump fluid directly into the tank.
That's what you do all.
Yeah. Could be Frodo, you never know, you never know. But yeah, that's what that is what that's there, so. Here is your toilet cassette. You're going to say you've had that fitted now, aren't you?
No.
Well, that's right then. Right, toilet cassette is just as easy as lift up, slides out. Says when I put this cover off.
Big, isn't it?
And
My
it's
device
also
is longer, isn't it?
on wheels as well.
Yeah.
Get it.
Okay, yeah, obviously the last thing to show you here is, above the top, is your drainage for your flush tank.
Right, okay.
So obviously at the end of the season, any fluids or anything will need to be drained out. It's just as easy as pull the rubber bung out and then it just flows straight out. What you can do is just tip that out into a plastic bottle or something and just keep it for next season, because obviously it's only a fragrance water that's in there for flushing.
Yeah.
Happy with everything on this side?
Yep.
Yeah, perfect. Right, we'll move around the back. Sadly, nothing too exciting on the back end. Obviously, there will be your number plate, and then obviously your rear legs on the back end.
Yep.
And some lovely guides for your legs, which I think all caravans should have. Are fantastic. So, first cover down the side. So this is your first under bed storage. Obviously inside here you've got your spare wheel, and then it is a good access point for extra storage as well.
Yeah. Is the spare wheel actually, is it fixable to the floor?
Fixed. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
It's
that's
locked
all
in.
right.
It's dropped on a screw on the top, and then it's got like a
that's
screw
okay, so it's
cover
not
over
gonna
it.
slide
No.
down.
It's fixed in place. Fixed in place.
Okay.
Right. We will move down wheels and tyres next while we're here. So on the door here, it's 64 psi
Yeah.
for your tyres, and then also it's 130 newton meters for the wheel nuts. Now, we've got a torque spanner in the PDI. It's been checked 3 times. I'll do it again for you today, but then for today onwards, it's your responsibility to check that your wheel nuts are at least tight before you go.
Yeah.
If you've got a torque wrench, fantastic. If not, just use your tyre iron, just make sure that your nuts are tight. Main thing is you don't know if anyone's been fiddling with them or anything when you're not there. I won't finish the rest of that sentence, but and for something that takes 30 seconds, believe me, will save you a small fortune, because if your wheel comes off and you're going down the road, the first thing that's hitting the deck is this.
Yeah.
So we do have to stress quite importance of at least checking them.
Okay.
Okay, happy?
Yep.
Right, so obviously your door, just to show you while you're here, has got a lovely catch. Just make sure you do explain that to people so no one's ragging on your door and ripping your catch off. And then obviously it's barn style as well. So you've got a split door. So next one down is the lovely external 240 socket.
Yep, great.
And your next cover down. So this is obviously under your front seats. Main thing to show you in here is the black silver box there, your sergeant box, that's your alarm box.
Right.
On your alarm system it has got its own battery source, so even if the leisure battery's flat it will still run for 3 months on that battery alone. So you know if you're leaving it anywhere,
Yeah.
even with your leisure battery plugged in, you still know you've definitely got 3 months worth of life in your alarm, so at least it's alarmed and set. And then the last one is an external barbecue point. Okay.
Yeah, brilliant.
Right, while we're outside, I'll show you your keys. Ignore them because your old keys are still on there. But so, your new ones. 2 fobs identical, top ones are torches.
Right.
Second one down is your alarm. 1 beep for on, 2 beeps for off, and you'll see your indicator marker lights flash as well, like they do on your car as well. Now, the next one down is your awning light. So as you see, it's remote controlled on your awning light.
Yeah.
But if you've got your awning light switched on from inside,
That won't work.
it don't work. So you just need to make sure that you've got it switched off inside. So switched off inside. Oh, switch off now. Oh, there you go. Make sure you got it switched off inside,
Yeah.
and then you can use the functions on the key.
Okay.
Okay. Perfect. Right, if we're happy, we'll jump inside then.
Great.
After you lot.
Welcome to my crib.
Welcome to my crib.
Right, the only seat I need to get under is that one behind you there, so you can go wherever you want, but we'll start underneath that bench seat there. So, right, so obviously I talked about winter already, so your drainage tap for all your water system is just underneath here. So, lift this up. So, the little yellow tap that's there, that's sitting flat at the minute, that's your drainage, so at the minute that's closed, so that's your water system circulating around the van. To drain all your system is just as easy as lift the yellow tap up and it will drain everything out. Then it's only a matter of bleeding the last little bit of water out your taps and your water system's done. Obviously, while I've got this up, in the corner over here, this is your Aldi heater system. So this is your heating and your hot water, it's all in the one unit there for you. But obviously inside here then we've got your water pump, obviously your motor mover, and then your fantastic consumer unit here. So on your consumer unit, we've got the green light, which is your battery charger, and the orange light, which is your heating system. They're the only two you really need to have on. This one on the end here is exactly what it says, it's just a spare, so don't worry about it, it just doesn't do anything. The only other ones on here is obviously the red light for the reverse polarity, so do you take your van abroad? Have you ever done? If you do take it abroad, what you'll find is, especially the French, they wire everything backwards. So when you plug it in, the little red light will come on just to let you know that the polarity is reversed. So it's then go and speak to the campsite owners or a friendly couple nearby, whether it's an adapter or the site to come and rewire your sockets or something along that lines. Okay. Then obviously we've got the lovely system shutdown there, which will isolate all your 12-volt system, which is the black one on the end there.
Yep.
So when it comes to winter time and you're leaving it for any period of time, you can just simply knock that off and that'll isolate all your 12-volt system in that, so you've got no drain. And then obviously we've got your 12-volt and your 240 breakers in there as well, which are on the lovely diagram here, which lets you know which relates to which fuse and that one. That's about that in there. Happy?
Yep.
Yeah. Right, so obviously once you come in after winter, you've closed your drainage tap, you're ready to prime your water system and everything. So simply to power up your van, it's all above the door here. It's as easy as power on. So you'll see the little green light will come on the power, and then the two at the top here. This one's for the 240, and then this one indicates we're running on the leisure battery.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then view levels obviously shows you the life of the leisure battery, and then it'll also show you the vehicle battery if you're plugged into the car.
Oh, okay, great.
Okay.
Yeah.
So water pump on is as easy as that's water pump off, and that's water pump on. As simple as that.
Great.
That's it. So then to prime your water systems is always start at the cold first. Just run the tap, it will splutter for a sec because I've had the pipe off. He says.
Thank you.
Yeah. Plenty of practice. Right, so once you've got constant flowing water on your cold, you know that's your cold water done. So to prime the water tank and for your hot water system is just as simple as run it on the hot. And that's it. Once you've got running water there, you know that your water system's set and you're ready to go. And then obviously the same for the bathroom and that as well.
Excellent.
Okay.
Yeah.
So once you've got that done, you can look at getting your heating and your hot water on, which is all on the Aldi panel above the door. So even though there's the orange switch in there, which I'll just leave on constantly, that's just the power source for it, where all the controls are up on the wall up here.
Okay.
Okay? So if you let me just step outside, it's probably the easiest. I can do it from outside. So, as you'll see on this screen at the minute, so there's a few icons on here. The first one is the little black plug. Indicates that we've got the 240 supply on. So if you knock that orange button off on there, you'll notice the little plug will disappear on there. So it just lets you know that you've got the consumer unit on, so you've got the power going to the unit. Next one's on there is the little arrows with the circle on. That's just indicating that your circulation pump's working for your central heating. And then obviously below it, the little house with the thermostat, and then 21.5 degrees is the internal temperature that it is now. So it's like a thermometer for you inside. So to wake the menu up is just as easy as press the menu button. It'll come on now. So your top one is your heating controls, and it's just as easy as turn it up or turn it down.
Okay.
And that's it. And you literally just set the thermostat for whatever temperature you want, same as your house. So if you want it at 25 degrees, set it at 25, and obviously when the van reaches 25 degrees, or lower than 25 should I say, the heating will automatically kick in, and so you just set whatever temperature you want on your,
Oh,
for your heating.
That's loads easier.
Yeah, yeah, it's so simple. And then the next one down is your hot water. Now as soon as you switch your unit on, the hot water will come